The whale shark is a magnificent creature. Its scientific name is known as the biggest fish in the entire world. Divers and scientists are fascinated by this gentle giant. Whale sharks are truly enormous. They can grow to be longer than a bus, but don't worry, they are harmless to humans. Their massive size is only outmatched by their grace and beauty. They have a unique pattern of spots on their skin. These spots act like fingerprints, making each whale shark easily identifiable. This helps scientists track them and learn more about their lives. Whale sharks are a reminder of the incredible diversity and wonder of our oceans. Let's delve deeper into the world of these gentle giants. Imagine a fish bigger than a bus. Yes, you heard that right. The whale shark is the largest fish in the ocean. That's how big a whale shark can get. These gentle giants can grow to an astonishing size. They can reach a whopping length of 18 to 20 meters, which is truly mind-boggling. To put that into perspective, that's longer than a double-decker bus. Imagine seeing something that big swimming gracefully in the ocean. Most whale sharks are a bit smaller, averaging around 10 to 12 meters. But even at that size, they are still incredibly impressive. But even at that size, they are still larger than many other shark species. Their sheer size is one of the many fascinating aspects of these creatures. And don't forget their weight. These magnificent creatures are not just long, but also incredibly heavy. These giants can tip the scales at a massive 21 tons. That's equivalent to the weight of about 3 African elephants. Their bodies are streamlined and perfect for gliding through the water. Despite their size, they move with grace and ease. They have a flat head with a wide mouth located right at the front. This unique feature is perfectly adapted for their feeding habits. This helps them scoop up as much food as possible. They primarily feed on plankton, which they filter from the water. Their skin is a beautiful sight. It's not just their size that makes them stand out, but also their unique appearance. It's usually a grayish-blue color with a pattern of light yellow or white spots and stripes. This distinctive pattern is unique to each individual. This unique pattern helps to camouflage them in the dappled sunlight of the open ocean. It's a perfect blend of beauty and functionality. Whale sharks are found in warm waters all around the globe, making them true citizens of the world's oceans. They prefer tropical and warm temperate seas, usually between 30 degrees north and 35 degrees south latitudes. This range provides the ideal conditions for their survival and growth. Think of it like a warm, comfortable belt around the Earth. This belt is where the water temperatures are just right for these gentle giants. These gentle giants are often spotted in coastal areas, near coral reefs and in lagoons. These regions offer abundant food sources and safe havens for them to thrive. They also venture out into the open ocean, sometimes diving to depths of over 1,000 meters. This ability to dive deep allows them to explore a variety of marine environments. That's deeper than most scuba divers can go. It's a testament to their incredible adaptability and resilience. They are drawn to areas with an abundance of food. These areas are often rich in plankton, which forms the bulk of their diet. Plankton blooms, which are like giant buffets for whale sharks, are a particular favorite. These blooms occur when conditions are just right, creating a feast for these filter feeders. These blooms attract all sorts of small creatures, creating a feast for these filter feeders. The whale sharks swim through these blooms with their mouths wide open, filtering out the tiny organisms. Some of the best places to see whale sharks include Ningaloo Reef in Australia, where they gather in large numbers, and the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. These locations are renowned for their clear waters and abundant marine life. These locations are known for their large aggregations of whale sharks, making for an unforgettable experience for divers and snorkelers. Swimming alongside these gentle giants is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that many seek out. Whale sharks may be the biggest fish in the sea, reaching lengths of up to 40 feet or more, but their diet consists of some of the smallest creatures, often invisible to the naked eye. They are filter feeders, which means they strain tiny organisms out of the water, much like a sieve. Their main course is plankton, which includes a variety of microscopic plants and animals. These tiny plants and animals drift in the ocean currents, forming the base of the marine food web. They also enjoy a side of krill, which are small, shrimp-like creatures as well as small fish, squid and other tiny creatures that happen to get swept up in their massive mouths. These creatures are all part of the whale shark's diverse diet, making them opportunistic feeders. Whale sharks have two main ways of feeding, each uniquely adapted to their environment. The first is called ram filtration, a method where they swim forward with their mouths wide open, allowing water to flow in and filtering food through special structures called gill rakers. These gill rakers act like a fine mesh, trapping food particles while letting water pass through. The second method is called suction feeding, where they suck in a huge gulp of water, along with any unsuspecting prey that happens to be in the vicinity. Then they close their mouths and expel the water through their gills, trapping the food inside. This method is particularly effective in areas with dense concentrations of plankton. Their filter pads are incredibly efficient, capable of capturing even the smallest particles. This allows them to process over 6,000 liters of water every hour, ensuring they get enough food. To put that in perspective, that's like filtering the amount of water in a small swimming pool every hour. Section 5. Gentle giants, behavior and ecology. Despite their enormous size, whale sharks are gentle giants. They are not aggressive and pose no threat to humans. In fact, they are often curious and will approach divers for a closer look. Whale sharks are generally solitary creatures, but they do come together in large groups when food is abundant. These aggregations can number in the hundreds, creating a spectacular sight for anyone lucky enough to witness it. They're known to migrate long distances, following the currents and the availability of food. Scientists believe these migrations are also linked to breeding, but much about their reproductive behavior remains a mystery. Whale sharks play an important role in the ocean ecosystem. As filter feeders, they help to regulate the populations of plankton and other small creatures. This in turn helps to maintain the health and balance of the entire marine environment. Section 6. Life cycle, reproduction and lifespan. Whale sharks are ovoviviparous, which is a fancy way of saying that their eggs hatch inside their bodies. Females give birth to live young, called pups. These pups are already quite large at birth, measuring around 40 to 60 centimeters long. Scientists believe that whale sharks can live for a very long time, possibly up to 70 to 100 years. However, their exact lifespan is still a bit of a mystery. This is because tracking them throughout their entire lives can be quite challenging. Much about their reproductive behavior is still unknown. Scientists are still trying to figure out where they mate, how often they reproduce, and how long it takes for the pups to reach maturity. Section 7. Conservation concerns, threats to survival. Sadly, these gentle giants are facing numerous threats to their survival. The whale shark is currently listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List. This means they are at a high risk of extinction in the wild. One of the biggest threats is fishing. While targeted fishing of whale sharks is illegal in many countries, they often get caught accidentally as bycatch in fishing gear. This can have devastating consequences for their populations. Boat strikes are another serious concern. As more and more boats crowd the oceans, the risk of collisions with whale sharks increases. Habitat loss is also a major problem. Coastal development, pollution, and climate change are all contributing to the degradation of their feeding and breeding grounds. Section 8. Protecting the gentle giants' conservation efforts in 2024. The good news is that people around the world are working hard to protect whale sharks. In 2024, there have been some significant conservation efforts aimed at safeguarding these gentle giants. The Maldives has implemented new regulations to protect whale sharks and their ecosystem. These regulations focus on responsible tourism and aim to minimize the impact of human activities on these animals. The Galapagos Whale Shark Project is another great example of conservation in action. This project relies on citizen science, where everyday people contribute to data collection. This helps researchers gather valuable information about whale shark populations and movements. Organizations like WWF Philippines are working with local communities to protect whale sharks and their habitat. They are also promoting sustainable tourism practices that benefit both the local people and the whale sharks. Section 9. Cultural significance and ecotourism, a shared responsibility. Whale sharks hold a special place in the hearts and cultures of many coastal communities around the world. They are often seen as symbols of good luck, abundance, and the power of nature. Today, whale shark ecotourism is a growing industry. When done responsibly, it can provide a valuable source of income for local communities while also raising awareness about the importance of conservation. However, it's crucial that this tourism is managed carefully to avoid any negative impacts on the whale sharks themselves. Guidelines for responsible whale shark interactions typically include maintaining a safe distance, avoiding flash photography, and minimizing noise pollution. We all have a role to play in protecting these gentle giants. By supporting conservation efforts, making sustainable choices, and spreading awareness, we can help ensure that whale sharks continue to grace our oceans for generations to come.